Hopefully this is not muffled. More good news. But this is just to let you guys be a part of this, because if none of this goes through, I want you guys to see the hurt that comes in with it, right? But I want to say this before I say what's about to happen. All the stuff that I'm about to mention to you guys, if zero of it happens, zero, this shows you that no matter where you are or who you are, you can make things happen and opportunities will come your way. This just shows me that if I push through and put those sleepless nights in, and not to be like, oh, sleepless nights, I just happened to work late and I barely got any sleep because I was so focused. That's what sleepless nights means. It doesn't mean just deprive yourself of sleep because you want to deprive yourself of sleep. No, it doesn't mean you've worked enough. No, it just means you had a lot to do and you probably pushed it off, but you still got up and did it even though, and it took you a long time to figure stuff out and you barely got any sleep. It means you're pushing yourself and doing things that are meaningful, right? Not doing nothing the whole day and then because you're kind of a night owl, you barely got any sleep. No. But anyways, to get to the point, last video I told you that the Ritz-Carlton came confirmed. I sent them out an agreement, just putting crystal clear expectations for clarity. And I just checked my email. The Four Seasons just responded back to me for their tennis area. I called people from the horse park. My family friend who goes there. I don't want to say his name because I want to be respectful to him. But I met them. I got one of their Instagram just through going through their page. And originally I was trying to do a website for them for free so that later on I can mention my brand. But he didn't understand me just because of my Arabic barrier. But I sent him a voice note saying, hey, it was like 15 to 30 seconds saying, hey, whenever you're free, I really want you to, I don't remember, but just basically whenever you're free, call me. So I want to ask you something, and I want to say it verbally so I can get my point across and write notes down because I have my pen and paper. I didn't have my pen and paper, but it's just a way to be like, I guess I'll just call this guy because I don't want to go too much back and forth. I'm like, right, let me just call him. And thankfully, he didn't have to call me, but he called me, and he gave me his time, which he doesn't have to give me. And I told him, I don't know if you remember me. He's like, no, I remember you. And I was like, okay, great. So, my Arabic is poor. How's your English? He's like, decent, medium. I was like, okay, I'll try my best. He's like, go ahead. I told him, before I tell you anything, I just secured a shoot for the Ritz. And I'm in conversations with the Four Seasons for roughly around the same time. I didn't say I confirmed. I just said, and we're possibly having one. And I want to see if I can basically take pictures at your guys' place because I have a brand that resembles what you guys have. Excellence, quiet luxury, but also Saudi heritage. He's like, great, amazing. What is it? I said, it's a clothing brand. I said, okay. And I was honest and transparent. I said, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for giving me the call. I appreciate you taking your time. But I'm someone who, I'm going to be honest and transparent. Budget is tight. So I want to understand what does that look like. Because I want to be upfront and honest. I'm not just going to sit here and play them, right? Just say it from the get-go. Just like I did with all of them. I never outright said it, but it's just in the air. And they were like, okay. They were like, he was just basically saying, like, long story short, he just said, okay, I'll send you to my guy. We'll follow up with you there. And we'll see what we can do. Perfect. Called my photographer because he's the main guy who's going to be taking all the pictures because he did an amazing job. I said, hey, because he's leaving to go to his city where he's originally from, latest by Friday next week. So he wants to be where he's originally from, his original city, in the weekend. So Friday by the latest, he wants to be there. It's like a 3-hour drive. I don't know, he's 3 hour by train as well, something like that. So I said, okay. And I'm trying to get this golf course as well. I think we can pretty much do it, but we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen. Long story short, you create the opportunity you want. Closed mouth, don't get fed. I sent one email to both. I think I sent a follow-up email to the Ritz. But usually, I'm not going to lie, this is all glory to God, because usually I'll send an email didn't reach it, I'm kind of probably forget about it. Maybe I might send them one back, but then if they don't respond, they don't respond. But I did end up calling them back. I called them. They wanted like 35 to 40,000. I was like, hell no. And but even with them, I called them again and said, hey, can I get my stuff there? Like, yeah, they'll reach out to you in 2 days. And it wasn't those 2 days, but I wanted it quicker. So I sent out another thing to be like, hey, push this out even more. I called every place. And the golf course, I have direct contact with one of the managers there. He just sent me a few people, and it's just I don't know, it's just not working. But hopefully we can get it by tonight so that we can go early tomorrow morning or Thursday. So all's well, ends well. I'm happy. I'm excited. Hopefully the Ritz-Carlton are okay with the agreement. Hopefully I can find maybe 1 or 2 models and go from there. I'm really just trying to figure out what it is that I can do and create as much opportunity for myself. But it just goes to show that you can do whatever the hell you want and don't stop at nothing. If none of this goes through, I still understand my worth, and I still understand, okay, I was looked at and that deals were liked. Things are not always going to go my way. If they say, yo, sorry, we're not doing it, and I try pushing for it, and I tried to do the best way I can sell it again and again and again, and they're just still like, no, I can't change that. You have to be small enough, long enough, in order so you can get big enough soon enough. That's from Alex Hormozy. That just means put your head down, work as hard as you can. Don't put too much money out into anything. Get as much free stuff as you can, and that's really hard to do. And then once money comes in, you can start building and building. And I really hope my KPI for the brand is brand awareness. That's all I really care about. I want people to think, what's the next drop? What's coming next? Because what I can now do is, if I have posts with the Ritz and all these other places, I can go to investors and say, hey, by myself, I did all this. We didn't make a single sale because our focus was this. And if we get sales, perfect. If we don't, that's completely fine. But the plan is to get all the sales, or get all the comments, the reposts, the shares, posting on stories. That's what matters the most. Get people wondering what's next, what's the next drop. And once I can get the next drop up and running, it's perfect. So that's going to be the plan. If I take a loan for like $10,000, let's say, or $5,000 even, just so I can create the next collection, I'm totally okay with that. And yeah, man, I'm so excited. I'm extremely excited. I can't wait for it. And man, this is great news.